Hello, and welcome to this hip opening practice, hip strengthening practice. My name is Jessica. I'm a 200-hour yoga instructor and licensed professional counselor. This practice may just be an opportunity to open through the hips, move the hips, strengthen a bit. Or we might find some mindfulness here, potentially a way to improve our emotional well-being by taking this time to heal, to build awareness. Just begin by finding a shape where you can be very still. I'm starting seated here, but if you'd like to lay on your back or come to a child's pose, or even sit on top of a pillow or rolled up blanket to give the hips some height, help the back to lengthen out. Some kind of shape where you can start to be still and begin the most important, most valuable part of this practice, of any yoga practice. Just building the awareness and the attention. This awareness and intention can translate into healing and growth and openness in all areas of our life. So start just to feel your breath. Maybe the eyes close down. Begin to notice maybe the sounds around you, maybe the feelings that your body is showing you, the thoughts, the way the mind is functioning today. As we notice these things, the sensations may be unusual, uncomfortable. And we just see if we can stay observing, stay with the breath, dropping deeper and deeper into your awareness with each breath. Maybe lengthening out the inhale, letting the exhale take a little bit longer. Giving that breath space to flow in the body. This mindset that we cultivate now, rather than seeing it as we're sitting, waiting for the yoga to begin, instead, I encourage you to see this as the yoga. This awareness, the presence of mind that you can bring to your breath, to the present moment. Whatever shapes we do, whatever stretches we do later, or just to help deepen this awareness. Maybe feeling the breath in 3 parts, as if we're filling through the belly, through the ribs to the top of the chest, and emptying from top to bottom slowly. Finding a pace that works for you. If it's faster or slower than what I'm cueing is absolutely fine. You may even decide to take more than 1 breath when I'm taking 1, or you might take 1 as I take many. Perhaps with your next inhale, start to take the chin up to the sky, And as we exhale, dip the chin down to the chest. Start to link some movements in here with the breath. Placing the hands behind the body as we inhale, lift up through the heart, through the chest, chin faces upwards. And with our exhale, hands come to knees, the chin rolls into the chest, the belly pulls in, round through the spine. And just repeat with your breath. Inhale to lift and open, arch the spine, hands behind to support. Exhaling, hands to knees, round, tuck in, belly pulls in. Start to find your pace, faster or slower, opening through the spine. Slowly over the next couple breaths, we can find our way to lay onto the back. Hug the knees in, let the back just roll side to side, forward, back. And with the next inhale, the right leg extends out long and the left knee hugs in. Give it a few circles, side to side, round and round. Feel what's going on in that hip socket. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, let the left knee start to drift over to the right side. Just enough to feel a twist, a stretch. The left arm can reach out long to the left, and the chin can turn to the left, away from the knee. Inhale, we pull the leg to center, maybe pull it in close. Option to keep the leg long, or maybe bend the knee. And with the next exhale, let the left leg drift out to the left side. Some of you might be able to bind your big toe with the pointer finger, middle finger of your left hand. Chin turns to the right, open through the inner hip. With your next inhale, bring the leg to center, pull it in nice and close, shoulders come off the ground, and as we exhale, slowly lower it down, use the belly muscles. Other side, inhaling, pull the right knee in. Little circle. A little rotation. And with our exhale, let the right knee drift over to the left side. Turn the chin away from the knee. Feel the back. The hips start to open. Using an inhale, we bring the leg to center. That option to lengthen it or to keep it bent. Be holding on to the leg or the toe. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let that leg drift out to the right side. Turn the chin over the left shoulder. The left arm can reach out long. You want to keep the left side of the body, the left hip, onto the earth, so even use the hand on the hip if needed. Inhale, the leg comes to center. We get really close. See if we can kiss that knee. This time as we exhale, both feet plant, knees point up, arms by your side. Use an inhale to squeeze up through the back of the body, through the hips, push through the heels. And as we exhale, lower down. Hug the knees in, reach between the knees, maybe to the ankles or the soles of the feet. The feet come wide and the knees come towards the ribs into our happy baby. And then as we inhale, once again, right leg long, left knee tucks in. Exhale, left knee goes to right side. Your twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, left knee or left leg goes to the left side. Inhale through to center, pull it in close. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhaling, right knee hugs in. Exhale, right knee goes to the left side. Turn the chin in the opposite direction, spinal twist. Inhale to center, the knee or the extended leg exhales over to the right side. The inner thighs start to open. Inhale to center, pull it in close, maybe kiss the knee. And as we exhale, both feet plant, arms by your side. Inhale, push through the heels, hips lift. Exhaling, hips to the earth. Inhale, knees pull in, grabbing the soles of the feet. We exhale into our happy baby pose. Maybe rock, maybe still. Hips down towards the earth, the shoulders down towards the earth. As we inhale, We just take it through again. Find your own pace. Left knee hugs in. Exhale, left knee twists to the right. You might go slower, faster. Hang out in a pose. Inhale to center. Exhale, left leg goes to the left side. Inhale through center, hug it in close. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's go to the right side. Inhale, hug in. Exhale, take a twist. Inhaling through center. Exhale, let the right leg open to the right. Inhale through center, pull it in close. Exhale, releasing it down. This time both feet plant. And we inhale, squeezing up into that bridge pose. One breath or a few, whatever feels right. When you're ready, exhale, release down. Inhale, grabbing maybe the soles of the feet. It's like you're trying to squat into the air, knees wide towards your ribs. Happy baby. This time begin to roll forward and back as we hug the knees in. Until you get enough momentum, you can rock up to seated and roll onto your tabletop shape. The knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders. Here maybe find a little movement. Find that breath again. You might link your breath with some cat-cows. You can inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through the spine, tuck the chin in, belly pulls in. And when you're ready, inhale, arch through the spine, drop the belly, head lifts. You can take these at your own pace. Exhale, round and tuck, or maybe something different. Remember, the connection is key. Start getting into some deeper sensations in the hip and also strengthening. You really want that balance between enough openness and enough strength. Begin to tuck the toes. We're getting ready for our downward facing dog. Maybe rock into the toes. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, push into the hands, lengthen through the legs. Hips come high. Allow the head to come between the arms. Tuck the chin in towards the chest like you're looking towards your belly. And with your next inhale, begin to walk the hands back towards the feet. The feet can widen out, toes turn out. We're going to squat down. It's okay if the hands stay on the ground and the hips are kind of high. Eventually, the hips will come down. Maybe not today, maybe one day. Here too, if the ankles are very inflexible, we just rock and get them down. With your inhale, we lift the right arm up to the sky. Twist. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Twist. Exhale, hands touch down. Feet point forward, and we fold. Chest towards the thighs. Grounding into the feet. You might bind hold of those toes. When you're ready, inhale, reach and rise all the way to the sky. Grab that left wrist and exhale, lean it to the right. Inhale to center, switching wrists. Exhale, lean it to the left. Inhale to center, maybe back bend. You might look up, and exhale, fold. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen the spine and walk the hands out to a plank shape. Lower the chest down between the thumbs as you exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, come to the tops of the feet. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips come high, downward facing dog. Take a couple recovery breaths. With your next inhale, walk the hands back, back, back. Feet turn out, hips come low. This can be quite a challenging shape, so feel free just to rock around in those ankles. If one heel is lifted, take a moment to rock around. When we're ready, we exhale, the left hand touches down, and we inhale, right arm up to the sky. See if we can turn the chin to look towards it, open through the chest. Exhale, switching hands, right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches, look up at it. Exhale, both hands down, feet, toes point forward, and we fold. Here, maybe hang out in that fold. When we're ready, we press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Grab a wrist and lean to the side with your exhale. Inhale, reach, switching wrists. Exhale, lean, feel the ribs open. Inhale, reach, maybe a little back bend, and exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, lengthen the spine and walk the hands out to that plank shape. Lowering down in that chaturanga. Can always do it on your knees. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Take your breaths to recover. And then with an inhale, we start to walk the hands back. Feel free to take more than one breath, but be very conscious of what you're doing, why you're doing it. Exhaling down into our squat. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach left hand. Exhale, hands down, toes turn forward. We fold deep. You might get some kind of bind here. You might hang out for a few breaths. Let an inhale carry you up. And we have a lean to the side with an exhale. So grab a wrist, take a lean. Feel the upper body stretching away from the hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Maybe eyes turn up. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen and walk the hands out. That plank shape, slowly lowering the chest down. Elbows come behind the body. Inhale, heart lifts, up dog. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. You can start to follow your own breath if you know where you're going, or else follow me. As we inhale, we walk the hands back. Exhale, deep squat. Inhale, right arm reaches, twisting upwards. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands touch down, feet point forward, and we fold. Inhale, press into the feet. We rise, find those leans with your exhales. Take your own pace. Open through the shoulder, through the ribs. Inhales take you center, maybe a little back bend. As we exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, walking the hands out. Our chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now maybe this one last time through, I just challenge you to try to take it at your own pace. The best way to do yoga, to get into yoga, into your awareness, just start to listen and follow where your breath is. Trying to force the body, but just feel and listen. Maybe we're already starting to notice how our hips are today, where the tightness is, or even if there's any openness that we can feel. Taking this chaturanga through this last time and meeting me in your downward facing dog. Feel the changes that have already happened. We start to build a little bit more into the strengthening and the opening of these hips with our next inhale. The right leg reaches up to the sky. Point those toes up there. Exhale, pull the knee under the body. The foot steps through. Left heel pivots down to the earth. Screw it down to the earth really tight. Inhale, arms reach. Now they might touch, the palms might touch, or they might open. We might find little cactus arms here if you like that, your choice. Exhale, hands dive down, back heel pivots off the earth, and we get as low as we can. That right knee rolls out into our lizard. And then rolling onto our left side, right arm reaches up. Find a side plank of your variation, so that foot can be there to help you, or maybe the feet stack. Exhale, turn towards the earth, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Let's try that left leg. Inhaling, left leg reaches up to the sky, reach it high. Exhale, tuck the knee in, step the foot through, pivot the back heel or right heel down. Inhale, arms reach. Experiment with where you can get the most opening with those hands. Go through the upper body, through the hips. As we exhale, dive it down. Maybe just the hands touch. Maybe the head tries to touch down into our lizard. Rolling onto our right side, our side plank. Left leg can help you, but maybe it finds a little weightlessness. Side of the body strong. And as you exhale, turn towards the mat. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. You can always leave the chaturanga out and go straight to down dog. With your next inhale, rise onto tippy toes. Exhale, step, walk, hop to the top of the mat. We inhale into our chair. And we exhale, prayer hands and twist. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer hands, twist other side. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Take that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we start again on our right side. When you're ready, inhale, right leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, tuck the knee in, step through. Back heel down to the earth. Inhale, reach, warrior one. Exhale, dive it down low, lizard. Get deep into the hips. Left side, inhale, side plank of your choice. Exhale, chaturanga, turn towards the mat. Inhale, up dog, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Left side, inhaling, leg up to the sky. Exhale, tuck it in, step it through, back heel down. Inhale, reaching to our warrior one. Exhale, dive down deep into your lizard. Inhale, right side plank, maybe even an extra breath or two to feel it out. Exhale, turn towards the mat, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Here comes our chair pose. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step, walk, hop to the top. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Arms reach up to the sky, look up. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist, other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine. The eyes come forward. Exhale, hands plant, feet travel back. Take your chaturanga high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. Now we go through on right and left. If you know where you're going, feel free to flow, or else follow me. Right leg reaches. Exhale, right foot steps through. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, dive down to that deep lizard. Inhale, left side plank, maybe bind that foot. Exhale, turn towards the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, left side with your breath. Inhale, leg reaches. Exhale, step, pivot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, dive down deep to your lizard, hips open. Inhale, right side plank, maybe an extra breath or two. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Chair is waiting for you at the top of your mat, so use your breath to get there. Stepping or hopping. Inhale into our chair. Find those twists with your exhale. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to other side. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine, looking forward. Before you exhale, hands plant. Feet travel back. Take that chaturanga. You can always leave that out. It helps to reset the spine sometimes. Let's go through on the right side. Start to find your pace. Inhales lift you up. Exhales ground you down. You have your warrior one. Exhaling down into our lizard, maybe getting deeper each time. Inhale into our side plank. Maybe challenge yourself to play. Worst thing that happens is we're unsteady or we fall before we reset with our chaturanga, our up dog, our down dog. Onto the left side with your breath. Finding that warrior one. Diving down to your lizard. Inhaling to right side plank. And taking it through on your chaturanga. Let's find our way to that chair pose with your breath. Now you might be going faster or slower, or you might be having more than one breath in a shape. That's fine. Just be aware of when you're moving, what's happening, why you're doing what you're doing. Exhale, fold. Maybe hang out here if you wish. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands plant. This time, knees come down. Hips down to heels. Let's rest in our child's pose. Arms can stretch out long in front. Just recover your breath. If it's sped up, you can slow it down. Now maybe stay in that child's pose or walk the hands back to the knees and let's sit in this thunderbolt shape on your heels. Just regain that presence of mind. Finding that breath. Be noticing all the places that your mind went. Noticing how the body felt as well. And then really challenging yourself to be that compassionate and mindful observer, rather than getting carried away by a thought or an idea, worry, being that observer. Once you're back with your breath, we can make our way slowly towards another downward facing dog. You might find a few stretches are needed here, so go ahead and take cat-cows or roll the neck around if needed. Once we find our down dog and our breath, good inhale, good exhale. We'll inhale, the right leg lifts up to the sky. This time you can bend the knee, we stack the hips, open the hip up. And as we exhale, the right foot once again steps through. This time left heel will stay lifted, so we get a slight bend through that left knee. And we inhale, arms reach up into our crescent warrior. Exhale, hands come to heart and we twist. Hook the left elbow over the right thigh. And as we inhale, pivot the back heel down, reach for that right wrist and pull it up and over into our sky archer, stretch to the side of the body. Exhale, hands to mat. Reset with that chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and let's do the left side. Inhaling, left leg reaches up to the sky, take a bend through that knee, stack the hips, really open them up, and exhale, step that foot through. This time heel is lifted. Inhale, we reach, crescent warrior, back knee is a little bit bent. Exhale, hands to heart and twist, hook right elbow over left thigh. Inhale, back heel pivots down, legs lengthen, grab that left wrist and pull it up and over into our sky archer, side of the body stretches. Exhale, hands pivot down. You can come straight to down dog, you can take that chaturanga. And right leg. Again, we'll add a little bit on. Inhales up, exhale, stepping through. Inhale to our crescent, slight bend through the back knee. Exhale, we take our prayer twist. Inhale, back heel pivots down, pull it up and over, sky archer. We're going to change directions. Both legs straight. Find a place for that left hand to rest by ankle or foot. And right arm reaches up into our triangle. As we exhale, right hand reaches down. Inhale, left arm reaches up into our dragonfly twist. Exhale, sinking the hips back down behind us into half splits. Heel and hip don't have to touch. Hands, just experiment. What feels good? Just lean over that thigh. As we inhale, right arm reaches behind. We re-lunge, left arm up into the sky, into our half camel. Hand can reach towards that heel or wrap around the back. And then as we exhale, hands pivot down. Step it back, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Facing the other side of the mat, left leg. Inhales up, open that hip. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, our crescent warrior. Exhale, hands to heart, take that twist. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, pull the arm up and over, sky archer. We switch directions. Here's where we add it. Right hand reaches down towards shin or ankle or floor. Left arm up to the sky. As we inhale, left hand reaches down. Right arm reaches up, a deep lunge. Dragonfly twist. And as we exhale, start to sink the hip down and back into our half splits. You can hang out here when we start flowing if you like. Wrapping the left arm around the back or towards the heel, we inhale, lunge into half camel. And then exhale, hands reach down, feet step back. Reset how you like with your chaturanga or maybe just straight to down dog. We'll add one more bit on here, one more little bit. Inhaling, right leg reaches up to the sky, bending the knee, open the hip. Exhale to step it through. Inhale into our crescent. Exhale, hands to heart, and we twist. Inhale, pivot back, heel down, pull it up and over our sky archer, switching directions. We exhale to our triangle. Right hand is down, re-lunge. Inhale, dragonfly twist. Exhale, knee touches down, sink it back, half split. As we rise up, wrapping the right arm around the back, left arm reaches. Inhale. Here's where we add. As we exhale, the back knee lifts off. We shift the weight into that left leg. Inhale, see if we can balance our warrior one. As we exhale, drag the right foot through right ankle onto left thigh, sink down into our figure four. We can grab the knee or the foot with the left hand. Right arm reaches behind. See if we can inhale into our dancing Shiva. Before we exhale, stepping back, take your chaturanga high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. It's okay if that last little part is a bit like a seesaw, up and down. Let's just try it. Left leg inhales up. Exhale, stepping through. Inhale into our crescent. Exhale, hands come to heart. Let's take that twist. Maybe eyes turn up to the sky. Inhale, pulling the wrist up and over, switching directions as we exhale into our triangle. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up into our easy twist. Exhale, sinking down and back into our half splits. As we inhale, right arm reaches, left arm behind, into our half camel. And here's where we add. As we exhale, shift the weight, arms reach behind. Inhale, hands come to heart, and we fly into our warrior three. Use the glute muscles. Exhale, take that leg through, left leg onto right thigh, sink it down, figure four. And as we inhale, we find that twisted balance, your dancing Shiva, knee or foot bound. Exhale, stepping back, sinking down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's begin to take it through all together, maybe finding your own pace, all those little bits together. Inhaling, right leg reaches. Exhale, step through. Inhale to our crescent, we reach. Exhale, take that twist, hands to heart, eyes to the sky. Inhale, pull it up and over, sky archer, start to switch directions. Exhale into our triangle. Inhale, right hand touches down, left arm reaches up, easy twist. Exhale, sink down and back, your half splits. Feel free to take extra breath. When you're ready, we inhale, rise into half camel, left arm reaching. And here's the new bit. Exhale, shift the weight. Inhale, warrior three, use the glutes, strong legs. Exhale, foot over thigh, sink it down, figure four. Inhale, binding the knee or the foot, we twist and rise. Exhale, stepping back, sinking down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the left leg. Inhaling, the left leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, stepping it through. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, we take our twist. Inhale, rising up, back heel pivots down. Everything lengthens as we switch directions. Exhale, triangle on that right side. Inhaling, right arm reaches, our easy twist. Exhale, sink down and back into that half splits. This is a great place to rest if you need it. Take rest whenever you want, but that's a nice place. Inhale to our half camel, right arm reaching, and here's where the balance comes in. Exhale to shift that weight. Inhale, our warrior three. Try to fly, maybe extra breaths. It's okay to fall. Exhale, cross ankle over thigh, sink it down low into our figure four. Right hand grabs left leg as we twist open into our dancing Shiva. Exhale, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. Begin to find your own pace, or go with me. Right leg inhales up. Exhale, stepping through. Inhale, reach, crescent. Exhale, twist hands to heart. Inhale, sky archer, opening big, changing directions, opposite side of the mat. Exhale to our triangle, look up towards that hand. Inhale, left arm reaches to our twist. Exhale, sink down and back, our half split. Inhale, half camel, left arm reaches up to the sky. Get ready to shift that weight as we exhale. Inhale, strong legs, warrior 3. Guide the foot through. Exhale, sink it down low, figure 4. Inhale, rise and twist, dancing Shiva. Exhale, stepping back. Hands touch down, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Left leg. Inhaling up. Here we go. Exhale, stepping through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Notice how we can use the inhales to rise up big and tall, sky archer, and exhales to get down low, our triangle. Inhale here, we reach up to the sky, our twist, and exhale, sink down and back, our half splits. Here comes our half camel, right arm reaching, left arm around the back. And we shift our weight with our exhale, all that weight shifting into the right leg. Before we inhale, see if we can fly. It's okay to take a couple breaths, come in and out of it. Exhale, cross it over, sink it down low, figure 4. Inhale, dancing Shiva. And play for a little bit if you wish. See if the eyes can turn behind. Exhale, stepping back, sinking down, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Let's exhale to our child's pose. Or maybe that seated posture. Find yourself again. Find that breath. Whether we balanced, whether we were more like a seesaw, or we stumbled around, it's not important. The yoga is how connected was I with my breath, with the moment. Now let's really strengthen through those hips a little bit here before we stretch them out. Back to our down dog. We're going to guide that right foot through to the top of the mat. The back heel, left heel pivots down. Deep lunge now. As we inhale, arms open wide like a T. The right arm reaching forward, left arm reaching back. Try not to lean forward, but keep the spine really upright. Whatever we can do to lengthen out our stance and really dig the feet into the earth. Here in this warrior 2, we can sometimes feel that left hip opening and that right hip strengthening. With our exhale, take the right forearm, right elbow to the right thigh, and we inhale, left arm up and over, getting nice and deep here. Sometimes we can reach a hand around the back and a hand underneath to get this little bind. You can also use a little towel, or I have my scarf here if the hands don't reach, but keep the heart pointing towards the side, towards, in my case, the wall here. If the heart points towards the ground, then let it go and go back to something else. As we exhale, look down towards the foot. Inhale, rise up like a big star, and we have our low side lunges, our skandasana. First into the left leg. You can use the hands on the earth if needed. And then inhale to center, can keep it low if you want. Exhale into the right leg. Inhale to center, exhale into the left leg. Inhale to center, exhale, right leg. Get those hips working. And now as we inhale, we turn to lunge on the other side. Arms open wide like a T. That back heel's pivoted down. If we need to lengthen out the stance, then go for it. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see from this side that the heart is open, the eyes are turned over, that outstretched left hand, look just beyond the fingers. Dig the feet down strongly, really lunging. Exhale, bring that left forearm to the left thigh, hips down low, and we inhale, right arm up and over. We want to see this long line from the back heel all the way to the fingertips over the head. And then maybe the left hand can reach down towards the earth. Maybe we can bind under the body, but if the heart faces towards the ground, let it go. Go back to something where you can keep the heart pointing to the side. Inhale, big star. Exhale, Skandasana into the right. Inhale, center, lunging into the left. Inhale, center, exhale, lunge into the right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left, and let's bring those feet together and sink it down into that Buddha squat. Our good friend Buddha squat, we started off with, what does it feel like now? Just check in. What's it like before we lower the hips down? Now let's stretch a bit through these legs. Extend through the legs, the toes point up. Hips ground down. Inhale, the arms reach, and exhale, plant the hands next to the hips. Not too far back, next to the hips. Roll the shoulders down and back and start to pull the belly in. Lengthen through the spine, tuck the chin. As we keep the shoulders down, the hands push into the earth to lengthen the spine. Sometimes those hips will lift a little bit off the earth, but don't worry if they do or they don't, just sort of lengthen. If they did, exhale, set it down. With your next inhale, reach. And exhale, we take a fold towards those feet. Now, if you need a strap or a towel to reach those feet, then take it, use that. Some of you might be able to use the pointer finger, middle finger around those big toes and really pull in deep. Feel the back of the legs. Elbows pull down towards the ground. There's the belly coming towards the thighs. Stay breathing. And once again, we inhale, rise up. This time we exhale, place the hands behind the hips, bend the knees, plant the feet, inhale, lifting up to the sky. So where we were closed in through that hip, now we want to open. Squeeze through the back of the hip, open through the front. And then see if we can push through these heels as we lengthen the legs. Maybe the hips come through and we stay elevated for just a breath or two before we exhale, set down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take your fold here. Maybe a little bit deeper. Maybe you can reach over those feet, around those feet, or maybe you just get a deeper grip onto the towel or the strap that you're using. Stay breathing. And let's just try it again as we inhale, reach, rise. Plant the hands behind, feet plant, knees bend. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze through the back of the body, open through the front. And then we'll see if we can keep pushing into those heels as the hips stay elevated. Use your core to keep the hips off the earth as they slide through. Maybe they stay lifted. And as we exhale, lower down. Let's take that fold one more time. Just feel the opening that you've created this third time, so much different than the first. Breathe into it. Let your face relax as well. As we inhale, start to rise, roll those shoulders around, roll the neck. Let's put the soles of the feet together. The knees can point out to the side. Get a little deep hip opening here. Inhale to lengthen and exhale. Take a fold. You can use your hands to sort of pull in towards the ground, but once you get as far as you can go, then just let the palms turn up to the sky. Release any grip you have. And just let the head hang. Let the body be heavy. Let gravity start to pull you in. Keep your face soft, your jaw open, released. Slowly rise. Inhale. Maybe the hands come behind the body and we lift up through the heart, or you might even be able to elevate the hips here in that butterfly shape. Hips down or hips elevated, just opening. When you're ready, Let's extend out through the left leg. The right foot can come into the side of that thigh. Inhale to reach and exhale, take a little fold. The chest stays down towards the earth. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, let's switch those legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, we rise, and we're going to start to find our way down to the back. Let's take the right leg and really cross it over the left. The thighs can be close. You might even be able to wrap that right foot around the left calf muscle. If that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just cross those thighs. Arms, if you have room, out like a T. And use an exhale to let the legs drift over to that left side. The chin turn to the right. Just get this deeper twist here through the hips. Just notice the changes in your body. Let yourself melt into this twist as you breathe. Carefully inhaling through center, releasing that cross thigh. Maybe take a moment just to enjoy the sensations before we cross left thigh over right. Maybe the foot will wrap around, maybe not. Every day is a different day. And as we exhale, let the knees drift to the right side. Weight of the knees just do their work. No need to push or pressure. Just slowly letting time and gravity take over. As we inhale, the knees come to center, untwist, unwind. Let's get ready for a final shape. Ease out any last little knots, any little movements that you need before we stretch the legs out. Let the legs be heavy, the ankles release. Cover the eyes with a towel or scarf. Let's take these last few moments just to really go inside. Be still. And present. from this presence of mind, from awareness that we can bring our best self into even the most challenging situations. We can learn deeply from the inside out. With your next inhale, reaching, stretching as you wake up. With your exhale, maybe give yourself a hug the knees in. Maybe rock a little bit. You might turn onto your right or left side, just resting on the side of your body. Before we carefully push up to that seated shape, we seal in your practice. Hands might rest at your heart. Gratitude for this time that you've given to yourself. I'm grateful that you've taken this time to practice with me. With an inhale, gather up everything you want to take with you. Hands come together between the eyebrows. May you see clearly. Hands come to the lips. May you speak truly. Hands come to the heart. May be filled with compassion. The light in me honors and bows to the light in you. Namaste.